Sunday. He wants
That's
Sundays.
right.
Everyone's chattering around here about Saturdays, and he wants to do Sundays, but we're going to get back to Saturdays. So Tony, I will give you one muffled take through a nose that is bleeding, because you can't get all the takes out. I will give you room for one take here from Sunday football.
Sunday football taught me this, Dan. All of a sudden, the MVP market for the NFL has swapped, where now Brock Purdy's 3-1 favorite to win the MVP after that win in Philly. Oh. I'm intrigued.
I wish you could fade like odds right there. Like I wish I could bet that he isn't going to win MVP. Like if the odds are so good, I don't know. Give me odds on. I bet he won't.
You can by betting other folks.
So bet every other person.
Jalen Hurts is plus 350.
But I want just one bet. No, he won't.
I'm feeling damn good about my Brock Purdy MVP ticket.
Oh, Mike Ryan was
got it at plus 1,500.
Mike Ryan for whatever stuff Mike Ryan is reading in order to find the money in the crevices of gambling advantages. Mike Ryan said San Francisco is going to score a ton of points and San Francisco is going to cover, and I'm going to put that's going to be big bet for me because I know how good San Francisco is when healthy. Trent Williams is a beast when he's out there. Deebo Samuel's changed everything for them. He's their Tyreek Hill.
Well, Purdy is the MVP when Trent Williams is out there.
I feel like if you're getting out in front of a Brock Purdy MVP, you have a lot of tickets out there.
Yeah. I have him in Tua. Yeah.
More tickets.
Because I think that's where the value is. And I also got ahead on the Dolphins to have the best record in the NFL. I'm feeling real good about that. By the way,
we hear about the ones you feel good about.
Jordan Love.
Right, exactly.
Jordan Love, low-key, kind of figuring it out.
Really good.
Yeah. I'm impressed with them. But for me, over the last few years, you know how Stugotz is with Nick Saban at Alabama? That's how I am with Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. And I'm kind of worried because they're a little healthy right now. They usually get healthy towards the end of the year. But I think it jumps out to anybody. This team has a physical advantage. They have a tactical one, and they have the horses to actually carry out what has proven over a third of the NFL's history is a cheat code for a ground game. And now they have Christian McCaffrey at the center of it. They have a cheap quarterback that is making plays. He's making the throws when they do turn to him. They have a guy like Deebo Samuel who's impossible to bring down at his size. And on top of that, he's fast as hell and physical. This team is more physical and tougher than everybody else. They travel well because defense travels, run game travels. They are, in my mind, and have been for the last 2 years, and they just got hurt last year, the best team in the league.
The other thing, too, as an Eagles evangelist and a Jalen Hurts evangelist, it's tough to see because I had a couple unis on the Eagles. But the more important thing is San Francisco drives 75, 77, 85, 90, all consecutive drives that all score touchdowns. And when you're doing it at the link against a defensive line like that showed they can stop Miami, who's got a great offense.
It's 8 deep.
They can stop anybody.
It's 8 deep. Fletcher Cox has played 180 games for them, and they got someone else on the line who's played 189 of them.
Hassan Reddick's incredible off the edge, and it didn't matter. They would just get yard after
them
yard
getting
after
gashed
yard
is
after yard.
Alarming to see it done that way. They're the ones with Lane Johnson. Man, do you know how fascinated I was just watching
turnstile, by the
Lane
way.
Johnson playing against Bosa?
Did you see that video? It was like two kaiju going together.
No, but that's right. I told you a few weeks ago that I did nothing but watch Trent Williams because the guy's got a documentary on Prime, Silverback. Everyone in that league fears him. Why? There's a dude who ran away from him. Turned his back and ran away because everyone's afraid of him. He comes out of that tunnel with the beatbox and everybody else.
Nailed it.
And you know that they're tougher than everybody else. And they've got a running back that leads the league in touchdowns.
I think it's fairly consensus that the best three teams in the NFC are Dallas, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. I guess you can make an argument for Detroit out there, but I think they're on the fringes of that conversation. San Francisco has kicked Dallas and Philly's ass.
They have. You're right. Did you hear what Mike
points.
said, though? Did you hear what he said? A team is getting healthy at the wrong time. I mean, and he's right.
Yeah, they usually start doing this because they got banged up and they lost, 3 straight? Purdy, they were writing columns that, Purdy isn't the guy. And then they get healthy, and then you see exactly what this team can do. For me, it's the only thing that can stand in their way.
Who made Philly's schedule? I mean, it's brutal. You have to factor that in, don't you?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I suppose those Stugotz, but they were saying,
hey, they played Kansas City and Buffalo, and now they play Dallas after this.
But now they were saying they have to come in to the link, right? That's what was
The link, yes.
That's what they
That's
were
what
saying.
Hassan Reddick was saying, right?
Yeah.
And so San Francisco, like, it's not just that they were tougher. Like, let's not lose sight of what just happened. The Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl, 1 loss. Kelsey's the superstar. They all want that fame. Tyreek Hill, they all want what Jason Kelsey has now. Famous because they've been at the top of the sport. San Francisco's been the best team in the sport for 3 years. They went into Philadelphia last year and couldn't play a quarterback because football happened to them, and McCaffrey's at quarterback because they don't know what to do. And Philadelphia started talking shit about that from there. And Trent Williams goes in yesterday. And did you see how much fighting there was in that game? Because Philadelphia's like, no, we're as tough as you. And San Francisco's like, no, you're not. Not when we've got Trent and not when we've got Debo. You want to play football? We'll beat you there. You want to fight? We'll hit your security man. We'll get ejected from the game for hitting your security guy on the sideline because it's not football anymore. You want to fight? Let's fight. Let's do it that way. We got Trent. We got Debo. What are you going to do? Give up 4 straight drives right down the field. When the place is buzzing and in the first quarter, we can't get a first down. And then what do? We kick Jason Kelsey's ass up and down the field.
It felt like football, Dano.
Oh, my God.
It felt like
The
football.
weather was right. Fred Warner is a menace.
We haven't talked about Big Dom yet.
Are you kidding me? San Francisco went into Philadelphia and they told Sirianni, that caveman, we want to fight.
Big Dom versus Trent Williams.
We'll hit your security guard in the face.